right.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, everybody.
Shoulder. No, I
2026. Oof.
It's got to be better than 2025. Well, let me rephrase that.
Ugh.
I hope it's better.
I really don't think. I think our good days are done over with. Now, I'm not saying doom and gloom, but
yeah,
it's sad to say that when we grew up is our good times,
Yeah,
so to speak.
I agree.
Well, I've even heard my daddy say it like that, and mama.
Mary, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hello, Miss Grace, Dana B.
Miss Grace, yeah, Tammy.
Yeah, I remember hearing my dad say, him growing up the 50s and early 60s and was the best time of his life. And then, me, it was the 80s. 80s was wonderful.
70s and 80s for me.
90s was good. That's when kids came about. So I enjoyed that. And then when the kids were in school, I seen things going downhill from there. Soon as like 98, 99, little after 2000, it started going down. But you still keep going. You still keep going.
I can't
you enjoy what you have, so to speak.
Put a year or a time on it because I don't have birthdays, so I'm kind of no man's land.
I'm getting there.
I stopped having birthdays about 27 years ago. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, when somebody asks you how old you are,
I say, how old do I look? And
you sit there and think, and you can't remember it. Wait a minute, am I 57 or 58? Then you stop having birthdays.
I see in the chat where if there's a little phone symbol, you can tell who's on a phone and who isn't.
No, that's the people who are on the vertical.
Well, that would be for a phone, though.
Yeah, but you can watch it on the computer and TV too. It's just that direction.
Well, I'm on the widescreen, so if I don't say hi to somebody, it's because I don't see you writing.
Hello, Miss Blake. Please tell me about you.
Well, if you everybody's chat will pop up on the right. So my life is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Some days, yeah.
But answer me this right here. Is your dreams reality or is this life reality?
I don't have dreams. When I hit the bed, that's it. I'm out. It's a poop. I'm done.
You don't have dreams?
None that I care to remember.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have dreams, and there'll be parts. There'll be. I'll wake myself up if I don't like the dream, which is weird. And change what I want, and then go back to sleep.
All right.
And then I'll start dreaming the way I wanted it to turn out.
Once in a blue moon, I mean, it's like maybe twice a year, I'll get that sleep paralysis where you know what's going on around you, but you can't wake up. That's kind of, I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but that's kind of creepy. Where you just can't force yourself to, and then you finally, it's like you're in a fist fight, you know, and then all of a sudden you wake up, but you know what's going, like, I could hear my dog scratching, laying on the floor, and I wake up.
Yeah, I'll have dreams where, I can still hear stuff going on
Yeah.
outside and stuff,
Yeah.
or I hear the cats moving around and stuff, and I choose to stay in the dream instead of coming out of the dream.
Or I'll have a dream of the loved ones that are no longer with us.
Yeah.
And that one I'll stay in. I'll make a point of just so I can chit chat with them. You know, it's kind of weird, but you know, it is what it is.
Now, the bad thing about it, I can be sleeping, start talking in my sleep. I know exactly what I'm saying. I can hear Dixie talking to me, and at the same time, I'll be talking in my sleep.
Mm-hmm. She's saying, "Jeff, give me your credit card." Jeff.
No, she don't say that. She just does it. She'll tell me to roll over, and I'm talking in my sleep.
I did have a dream about a very large sea trout I caught. That was about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Oh.
But it was only like a 15-second thing, and then I woke up.
Oh, wow. I wouldn't be driving anymore. Take a break from driving for a while.
Yeah.
That's a lot of accidents.
Glad to have you home.
Yeah. I'd say, give me them keys. You ain't going nowhere.
And Mr. Jordan, my hat off to you. I pray you appreciate what you've done for us. Thank you.
See, now I don't see him.
And I hope and pray.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish my son was home. He's been deployed for 6-7 months now. They say you get deployed for 6 to 9 months, and if you're in the military, you know that's not true, because because everybody knows he's deployed in Romania last year, and then he moved from Germany after he got back from deployment. Moved from Germany to United States and was stationed here. As soon as he got stationed here, the new group that he was got deployed in Iraq. And he was a month without being deployed, and then he was back being deployed again.
Let me do it. Like, I didn't get a haircut. I took my hat off.
I need a haircut. Yeah, mine's getting long. I might just let it go.
I need a haircut. It's aggravating me over my ears. I can't
Yeah.
stand that. Dixie says
Yeah,
I need
I was real happy though. Which to me, every person in the military every year at Christmas should get a bonus. And they did get a bonus, the 1776, was it? $1,776.
Yeah.
He did get what Trump promised. So I was real happy. I'm like, yes, finally somebody actually said what they're going to do.
Mary, I'll take the van.
But yeah, my hat goes off to anybody that's in the military that still goes off and deploys.
Well, I kind of put it like this. My hats go off to anybody, period, in the military, whether they overseas or not.
Yeah, and it's not so bad the Christmas and New Year's, but missing the birth of your child, that's hard.
Yeah.
And it was really hard on my son too. His first kid, and he had to miss it. It's sad.
You know, I look at it like this: people like that sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff so people like us can live the way we want to or try to.
Yeah. And it irritates me when you see these young whippersnappers as
I know you was going to say that.
yes, I trimmed my mustache, and I probably shouldn't have done it in the dark.
That's
Well,
the best time.
this way, now you can taste your food.
Well, the only problem now, my lips get cold.
Oh, come on.
No, I let that thing get really bushy. It was really bushy. I mean, it was hanging way down in here.
Mine the other day because it was like,
I ain't
is there,
saying that.
something in my salad? And then my lips started moving.
I had somebody complaining, you need to trim that thing. So I just let it grow. And I said, well, I'm not going to trim it.
I go through too many napkins if I let it go.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, anytime I'd eat, I have to go in there and wash out my stash.
You want to know something funny? Every one of my uncles on both sides of the family served in the military. Pop couldn't do it because he had some type of a flu when he was young.
Hey, Sharon. I know what that is. I can't remember what it is now.
Yeah,
Was it scarlet fever?
I believe it was. I may be
Yeah.
mistaken, but I think it's what it was. I can't do it on kind of a disease that I got, but my brother's got the same disease I do, and damn, he retired from the Navy. Now you tell me.
Yours is probably
Well, if they don't know you got it, then you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is, yeah, I'd have to explain to you what it is, everything. But he's got the same thing I do.
You said that's your 4 grandsons and 3 grandsons.
Yeah, and my grandsons
The
have got
3,
it.
the 3 of them.
So it's inherited.
Excess gas.
I'm trying to think of a comeback for that one, but no, it's got something to do with my kidneys. I'll put it like that.
I know. I was joking with you.
Oh, I know,
Hmm.
but
Well, when I wanted to go in, I went into every branch at the time to sign up, and because I didn't have a high diploma, I said, "Well, I got a GED," and they said, "You can't. You have to have a high school diploma."
yeah,
Well, that sucks. And then Desert Storm happened, and then as soon as we had boots on the ground, I went and signed up, and I went and did the test, and then the physical. This was actually down in Zanesville when it was up on Maple, and I got there at 4:00 every morning to do PT with the instructors there because they wanted to get you in shape and everything to pass it, which
right.
I was going to pass it anyway, but I still went and did it every morning. And by the time I went to go to get all the paperwork was done and everything, Desert Storm was over. And it wasn't active anymore. So they said, sorry. I said, oh man. They said that though, if they they'll keep my records and everything. And if anything does pop up again, then I should be able to jump right in. But the only thing I forget what my MOS was. It was something to do with the explosive, because that's the only way I could get in is they pick the most dangerous thing.
That's good.
That's fine. I'll go for that.
I'll deal with dynamite, but I won't deal with nitro.
They're actually,
They don't do that stuff anymore.
they're kind of picky now. My niece tried joining the Air Force.
Hey, what?
And she has
Uh-huh.
she had a chronic psoriasis, the skin, whatever.
Yeah.
And they said Air Force, no.
Well,
Certain
how
parts
long ago?
certain parts of the Army they would let her in, but not the Air Force, because it can be, she wanted to get into pilot training and all that.
Oh.
And it's too close quarters, and I guess that stuff. I don't know the medical whatever, but they didn't want anything to do with her, so she's on new medication now, trying to get into the Army. So we'll see.
Well, now,
Stick with the Army. How long ago was this, though, Eric?
Last month.
Oh, okay. Because supposedly that a lot of this is supposed to be changing, because
We need people.
the last
yeah,
person that was in office, I can't say anything else other than that, but because I actually got in trouble for my last video because I mentioned
the name.
the person before the person now. But they want more people in the military now, and they're lifting a lot of the hogwash that there was.
Yeah.
Well, now, I kind of agree with what Jordan said earlier. I've always thought this. Just as soon as you come out of, let's say, high school, I think everybody needs to serve one term,
Yeah.
military. I do believe that. I'm a strong believer in that. But the way this world has got, I mean, they won't even let you go and play outside because they're afraid they'll fall down.
Well,
Yeah.
see, and I've talked about this before, because When my son went in, I've got pictures of him, with snot coming down his face and crying like a little baby, which I pick on him all the time with that. He was coming out of the where they do the tear gas and stuff, the gas and stuff. And everybody's just bawling like whining. And there's nobody when he went to boot camp, nobody passed this. When I say pass, I mean I don't want to do it, so you don't have to do it. Nowadays, they don't even make you do it. Well, I should say, I don't know exactly now, but 3 years ago, when my son was helping with Marines boot camp, they were asked if they wanted to do it, and they could say no, and they would get a pass anyway. Say okay, you can not do it. Another thing, I really wish I could play this on YouTube right now, because on TikTok I came across people doing reactions to Full Metal Jacket. And these were young folks, 18, 19, in their early 20s. And everybody's watched Full Metal Jacket, the sergeant, all gunny.
Yeah.
Calling people snowball, and he doesn't discriminate against so and so. And lean forward and choke yourself, all this stuff. Being 5 foot, I didn't know they stacked that stuff that high. But there were people crying watching this. How can somebody be so cruel? Oh, this is horrible. This guy should be fired. He should be this and that. And freaking out how bad the drill sergeant was talking to his soldiers. And like I said, there were people actually crying watching the clips of the movie when Gunny is yelling at people and whatnot. And I'm like, and they're like, that's not how the military is now. Nobody's allowed to scream at you. Which is true. And because I asked my son, he said, well, when he went to boot camp, he said the loudest sergeant we had was a woman, and she would scream so loud that your ears would ring. And he said, when I helped with the boot camp at Fort Seal, nobody was allowed to yell. Nobody was allowed to raise your voice. You weren't allowed to tell, anything negative toward the person. Like if they were doing really bad at running or going over the obstacle course or something, you weren't allowed to say, oh, that's horrible. Nothing.
I look at it like this. That's a weak link. And I'm gonna leave it on.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it still that way? I haven't talked to my son about it for a while because he's he's a little bit higher up that he doesn't have to help doing that stuff anymore.
Jordan, what rank? Never mind. No, I'm not even gonna ask that.
What?
I was gonna ask him what rank he was if he wasn't allowed to holler or like
Oh, yeah.
But then again, I got to thinking, if I was a PFC, I'd be hollering. I'd be the one getting in trouble because he's weak or she is a weak link, you know. Now, if they've got problems in a certain area and they're not trying to fix it or whatever, you know, to get better, no. But if they're trying, I'm not saying nothing. My mouth ain't gonna open up at all.
Yeah. And that's what I mean is when you watch that movie, I don't see it as bad. You know what I mean? I really don't see it as now the physical stuff I would say yeah, but they were getting ready to go to Vietnam.
Right.
They needed to be toughened up because if not, they were coming back in a body bag. And that's the way I look at it. You're trying to toughen them up so they come back alive.
Exactly. You know, but
Yeah, exactly.
Have to go out there.
you know what they ought to do is all these people. I wish I was in this country. I'm going to move.
Oh, yeah.
Sign their ass up, take them, sign them up and put them over there. Let them see how it is. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Bush.
And like being deployed on wherever, you don't get it. Like my son's in Iraq. There is no air conditioning and there's no. Well, there is somewhat of the heaters, if you're lucky.
Called the sun.
No, I'm just saying. Depends who buys the heater. I'll put it that way. Yeah, and the job he does, he has to go in the certain building and sit there. And there's nothing. There's no AC in this building. There's no heaters in this building. And you think it's hot, but it's actually cold over there.
Now I had a cousin who served in Nam back in the day, and he said it wasn't nothing. He said the temperature change would be about 70 degrees. He said at nighttime it got cold over there, and during the daytime it was. I think he said, now do not quote me on this, about 120 degrees during the daytime. And that was mild.
Well, they had some massive
monsoon
humidity.
Massive mosquitoes.
Yeah. Jordan, I don't know if it's cool.
That's good.
So I know the higher up you get, the more bull you got to take. So, but
yeah, but you also get to give it out too.
yeah, well, not the way it's gotten. You can't give it out like it no more.
Yeah. So it's the first of the year.
Uh-oh.
And
I didn't do it.
And I don't like using the resolution thing. I'd rather say a goal. Now, 2025, Did you accomplish any of your goals that you set for yourself in 2025?
Yeah, I stayed alive.
That works.
No thanks to the government.
And I know Eric had a goal, and I seen him out on the boat, so he evidently he got that goal done.
Now I just got to use it.
Well, don't live off the government. You'll lose it.
Nah. Nope.
No resolution. Yeah, I never liked the term New Year's resolution. And I don't think you have to have a new year to make a goal.
No.
I did one last year, and it was, I did the 30-day challenge, and I said it was a challenge. I did carnivore, and then I actually kept on going. I'm not on the carnivore at the moment, but I plan on getting back on it here probably within a week. Because I feel a lot better being on it than not. And that means I have to give up soda and all that stuff too.
You better throw all them Christmas goodies out.
That's why he waited till after the first of the year to do this.
Well, yeah. Well, see, you have to have New Year's black eyed peas and collard greens. That's a must.
Let me tell you, I followed a recipe for black eyed peas. Okay. The first one was edible. I'll put it like this. Okay. You kind of had to force yourself, but you could eat it.
Oh.
The second go round was so cotton picking bad, it was like licking a block of salt.
Oh.
Tell me about it. I'm pretty sure I know where I went wrong. I'm gonna try another batch, but I have got to change the recipe on that one.
I did and I start with the dry bean.
Yeah.
I don't do the cans, because if you start with a can, then you're already screwed.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a can taste good, but if you start from fresh, they taste so much better.
Right.
And I forgot to start my beans early in the morning. I'm like, oh crap! So I went and put everything in. I used the Instapot and pressure cooked it, and they turned out so good. I was like, holy crap, this is really good. Now, what did I put in here?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I was just tossing stuff in. I was in a hurry. I know what I put in there, but I have no idea what the measurements was. I even put frozen stuff in there because I have some peppers that were bell peppers and poblano peppers mixed together, and I just put them in there frozen, and I put ham from Christmas in there, onions, and the spices, and then cooked it up. And I went and stirred it up, and I said, let me get a taste of this. And taste them. Holy crap, that's good.
Well, we did break a record tonight. We went 36 minutes before we started talking about food. But now, I'll put it like this. We didn't cook about 3 or 4 things. for Thanksgiving. That was black-eyed peas, turnips,
I mean, for New
cornbread.
Year's.
Yeah, for New Year's.
Oh, yeah, New Year's.
Yeah. And
That's all I did.
I mean,
And a pork.
yeah, and a pork roast. Okay,
Yeah.
pork roast. The black-eyed peas,
We had
which
some. It wasn't
come
too
out of the
bad.
bag. Okay, it wasn't canned. I could have, but it was. I did. The bad thing about it is I put some of my liquid in there and I turned it on medium high. Mistake number one is leaving the stove to watch a little TV.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on,
I kind of burnt a little bit.
Mhm.
And
Lois,
I figured, hey, maybe I could save these things. I was wrong. It's all the beans we had.
They were okay. They were
Okay.
eatable.
No,
Little
they
salty.
wasn't. No, they wasn't a little. It felt like I took a damn shovel of salt and poured in there. But I am going to ask y'all this question right here, Bushcraft. I'm pretty sure you can answer this one. When you're using, what shit is that called? That liquid chicken bouillon. It ain't bouillon, but it's the other stuff.
The powder?
Yeah. How much
Yeah.
of that do you use per cup?
Per cup?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. I started with one, which I think is 4 cups of
Right.
bone broth. And then I put 2 cups of water, and then I put a tablespoon of the chicken's bouillon in there.
That's where I messed up.
You probably put
I
about
put-
4 cups in there.
I put 4 cups of water. I took 4 tablespoons of the chicken bone broth and put in there the powdered stuff. I didn't put no salt, no nothing in there.
Oh,
And
you don't put salt in there.
No. See, I learned that from another recipe. Okay. I mean, you're gonna mess up. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
But I also learned big this go round. Don't put none in there. We better off going to buy the liquid, low sodium. But
What kind of bouillon do you use?
hold on, let me go get it.
I use the from the Mexican food section. You get the big can.
Kron,
Spell it.
Knorr.
that's
Oh.
yours.
Yeah, Norris. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
That right there.
Yeah, that's what I use.
And I've used right much of it because I've got maybe that much left.
That's a little jar though. My jar is
No.
like taller.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Of course, I don't see them anymore. I'm on my last one, but that's one of my preps that I got. That in there's a tomato one too.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't tried the tomato one.
That
But
works.
I do
That works
know-
really good.
Now, I do know the little block or whatever,
The bouillon
you
cube.
keep them- yeah. You keep those in your bag, just in case. You can pop one of them and kind of chew on it. And it'll revive you a little bit. Whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean that's where I went wrong?
Well, yeah, if you put,
I didn't
I only
that-
put enough to flavor the water I put in there. because all the other flavors come from my ham and the garlic and the onions and all that stuff.
Yeah. Now Dixie, she took some of that pork roast and put in with the greens. So we had some left over she fixed today. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, the one she cooked today tastes a whole lot better than what she cooked the other day. So, and it's done got to the point we really don't open up canned stuff. You know, I mean, when we say home cooked, we mean home cooked.
Oh yeah,
Like Granny used to cook.
yeah.
Like, you know.
Now collard greens, I don't have. They only sell collard greens in cans at the end of the year. That's the only time I can get it up here.
We got collards and what was the other one we got?
Turnips,
Turnips.
greens.
And we mixed them together. You know,
Yeah.
today we mixed them together. But kale, I love the taste of kale, but it cannot stand me. And spinach, it don't have no taste to me. And we have doctored that stuff up, and still, you just cannot make spinach taste good to me. What? I'm glad you up in chat. Also, it's been a while.
Grace, no, they don't let you arrange the vertical one. The other one I can change around a bit, but the other ones you get stuck with the same size. I hope they make it to where you can edit that too, because like if I do interviews and stuff, I want to have it stacked on top of each other with, logos or something out there.
Tell me, I gotta try those.
I'm not wiggling. Leaner.
I'll go private on that one.
But if you were to have a goal for 2026, besides making it to 2027, what would your goals be? Like if you had something that you wanted to work on. And this goes for chat too. So I want to see some out there in chat.
Getting a hippie van.
The hippie van?
Your Dixon won't let me get one.
You don't need one.
A goal.
When you said wiggling, bushcraft, that's what I thought of.
What?
Private.
Oh.
I forgot exactly where we were the other day, but it was with my grandson. Okay, he's 21. He's Superman.
That's a good one.
Okay, so he thought that we'd start off. He'll try to cut me down, and I'll say, now every time he opened up his mouth, I would cut him back just a little bit worse. And he finally gave up and walked off. He said something. I said, son, I'm 65 years old. I said,
Lord.
would you shut
That's
up?
a good one there.
What's that?
But I told him, I said, even though you're 21, I'll still put you over my knee and bust your tail.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
I think
Hey, Josh.
a
How's it
couple of
going?
goals. One would be to paint the house outside. Get the exhaust
Wow.
fan installed in the attic.
Damn, that bad?
And well, it's all brand new parts. I just, my situation, who I take care of on occasion. So it's kind of like good intentions, but you got to have time.
Well, when you said exhaust fan in the attic, I was thinking the bathroom.
No,
That
we
bad,
got
huh?
we just opened a window for that, Jeff.
Here in this house, we need a hurricane fan.
And I got to and get on the water more often. That'll
Yeah.
Look, back in the day, and I can prove it, we would go an acre through nothing but briars just to go to a fishing pond.
Yep.
Now, if the grass is up over ankle high, we won't even think about going.
Well, that's the thing. It's kids miss out on so much, and I somewhat understand. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I'll drive down the road and I'll see 2 and 3 year olds out in the middle of on their sidewalk or something next to the road, no parent in sight, and I'm like, today there ain't no way my kids will be outside that young by themselves.
That close to the road.
Yeah, and I remember I was like 5, 6 years old. I was out in the woods by myself.
Oh God, yeah. I got lost when I was that age.
And I see the differences in sometimes, but we don't live in the same world that when we grew up. So I can understand somewhat of, you don't see the kids out on their bikes, and you don't see them going, like we had a bunch of snow. Nobody goes sled riding anymore. I'm like, look at that nice hill. I mean, I want to go out and jump down. And if I had a sled, I'll probably go down that hill. It may take me an hour to get back up the hill, but going down the hill, I'd have a heck of a fun time. But
how many times have you gone down a hill like that on a trash can top or inner tube?
yeah.
Or on the hood of the car?
I remember taking my kids down the road to somebody else's property to go sled riding because they had a big hill.
Yeah.
And then I told the kids, I said, if you're going pretty fast and you get close to that fence, jump off. Jump off, and you'll just splash in the snow and whatnot and come back up.
I wish somebody told me that.
My one kid was going down, and we didn't have sleds. We had things that we made. One of the things was a disc off of a spare tire of our van that covered the back end of the spare tire where it looked nice. But this thing was awesome for a sled. And he was heading down there, and he was headed toward that fence. And I'm yelling, jump off, because it ramps. You can ramp over the fence, and then you go into the highway. And I'm yelling, jump off. And he finally did. And that lid went over past the road and everything. I had to go jump the fence and go get it. And oh, and,
We lived in the city about middle of the block when I was coming up. And at the end, there was a beautiful hill to sled
Yeah.
down. All the neighborhood youngins would get there and would go slide. And the man whose yard it was in, he'd be sitting on the back porch drinking coffee, laughing at us. He never did say, "Get out of my yard," you know, like that. He was enjoying watching us have fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Now,
well, back in the day, if you did something, your neighbors got onto you. And I mean got onto you.
Yeah.
And it was the neighborhood watched your kids basically.
Yeah.
Right.
You did something bad in your neighbor's yard, you got it from the neighbor, and then when you got home, you got it from your parents.
Oh, your parents knowed it before you got home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she ended up calling up saying, "Hey."
Yeah. That's when telephones had cords on it, and you have to rotary dial, you know. And I always wondered, Mama, how do you know these things? Oh, I got my ways. After I had youngins,
there was always one nosy lady in every neighborhood.
Yeah.
Don't even go there with me on
She's
that.
the one that had the 50-foot cable that came out of the wall and then plugged in the back of the phone so she could walk through every room and look out every window.
Yeah.
Do you know what your son's doing? Oh my God, man.
Yeah. We had one who lived beside of us. Every time I'd look out the window, she would be looking out. Okay. So she got an eye for one day. And she called
You mean a
Mama.
fingerful?
She called Mama and told her what I'd done, and I heard Mama say, "Well, you shouldn't be so damn nosy," and hung up on her.
There you go.
I did some work for a lady that was the neighborhood. Anything that happened in the neighborhood, she knew about it. So I was doing some work and she would come out and start talking. I couldn't get nothing done. A normal 2-hour job ended up like 5 hours because come out and, so-and-so down here, they were doing this and, the whole time. And I'm like, oh man, if I ever need to know something about somebody, I just go ask her.
We had this one family. I was in the school I was in. Their name was Petrillo, and the mother, the father, husband, he was the Boy Scout or the Cub Scout leader, and she was, I think, at one time president of PTA, and this woman knew your shoe size. So her last name was Petrillo. So she got the first name. Her nickname was Scoop because she knew everything. So it was Scoop Petrillo because if you needed to know something, this woman had it all down. So I'll never forget that.
Go ahead.
Very reliable. Unless it got you in trouble, and it's,
Yeah.
Well, what gets me is a wife will ask her husband or tell their husband, "You need to do this," around the house. And as he's doing it, she's telling him how to do it and everything. Either you do it or keep your mouth shut and let me do it. Don't tell me to do it, then you tell me how to do it. I'm leaving it alone at that.
Now everybody has cameras.
Yeah,
Oh,
ring cameras and
Yep, you'd be surprised. If you got certain glasses and stuff, you can go down up and down your roads and see who all has cameras.
oh,
You'd be surprised how many cameras are around houses and stuff in the city. I'm not sure about out in the country and stuff, but
I would say there's more out in the country than there are the cities.
yeah.
oh, the houses are so close together.
Yeah.
On this block, every house has cameras on the front, and some have them on the sides and in the back.
Yeah, agree.
Not that I'm looking or anything, but I notice things.
Well, depending on, I'm talking out in the county, okay? Depending on how big of acres you got, you could have anywhere from 3 to 15. You know, like that right there.
Hey, Belt Loop, good to see you.
Oh, that would,
Now, my neighbor across the road, he's got cameras up on his house, which shine into, let's say, my driveway. He knows who goes in and out and going up a road and around his house. I've noticed that. But what he's got to have cameras,
Oh yeah,
you know.
I think they're very important, just like a dash cam.
Yes, very. I mean, come on, we're talking about today's time.
Yeah,
And it's getting to the point, the criminals, if they know you got cameras, they don't care. They're going to do it anyway.
yeah,
yep.
yeah. I've seen videos where they know there's a camera there. They don't care. They said
They'll-
somebody will say, "Look, there's a camera." I don't care.
Yeah,
They broke in anyway.
you know. And some of them, they'll look dead at the camera.
Yeah.
And so that's all right. I want to go on a trip one night. Leave a machete, duct tape, rope, and a shovel laying around the coffee table. You know, that way when they see, oh shit. Hey. But,
Yeah, we did something like that one time. Went and played a joke on somebody that we kind of knew at a hardware store. Went and bought some stuff, and so you're at the end of buying it. It says, "You're coming over with us tonight, aren't you?" No.
Oh, have you heard? Well, North Carolina is in the news tonight. Have you heard?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can really go
Yeah.
into detail or not, but I'm just gonna say North Carolina's in the news tonight.
Yeah. Well, I seen it, and like I said, they're supposed to be in over 2,000, which I know it's way over that. I think it's more in like the closer to 100,000, I would say. Sleeper peoples.
I'd go, well, now, wait a minute. Hang tight. This guy was born here in the States. He converted.
Well, that's still considered a bad person.
It is.
If they're converted into hating us or hating this country, if you don't love this country and you hate it, you're the enemy.
Well, now the way I heard it, and don't quote me on nothing on this subject, but the way I heard it is he converted within what, 2 weeks, like that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You know,
Today's people,
well, he just got out of the mental institution. They said that.
again, you probably learn a lot of the in there.
Bushcraft, you know how much I really truly want to say?
Just be quiet.
But he probably did.
Hush, hush.
Catch you
Well-
later, Bell Loop. Thanks for dropping in.
Bye, Loop. All I can say is if that stuff starts happening, there's a lot of God-fearing, country-loving Americans that have particular items, toys, or whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And once their switch goes off, that's it.
That's it.
They'll burn them out like bugs. And I know that sounds harsh, but you're going to push a man so far, and then he's going to say no, and that's it. Game
But
on.
let me say this right here. We all know what we're talking about, okay, without saying it. But reality hits, that's the last thing we would want to happen here.
Of course.
Period.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a heck of a lot worse than what people are thinking. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I try not to bring it up, but
Yeah.
you know, you got 5 or 6 fathers that have lost their daughters and sons because of just some group
Yeah.
that's just gone, that's it, man. It's game over. There is no law. There is no waiting for this to show up and that to show up. It's just, let's go. That's what's going to
Exactly.
happen. I hope it don't happen, but
I pray it don't happen. Or if it does, I hope I'm gone away from here.
Hey,
I'll put it-
Matthew. Good to see you. I was watching your video the other day. I forget which one it was. Showing shelters and stuff. Talking about shelters and stuff. He's got a good channel.
What, Matthew's Bushcraft?
Yeah.
Well, how about somebody dropping a link? That way I can subscribe to them through the phone. That didn't hurt. But yeah, this year, my resolution is this right here, which has been the same thing. I'm proud of what I got.
yep.
Like, you know, I'm not striving to be better than somebody else. I just hope that I survive the year.
Yeah. Well, he actually put out a new one. I didn't even see the knot one, but the one I was talking about was the tarps. Yeah, different tarp shelters.
Yeah.
I went and bought me a canvas tarp. You know, them things are cheaper than the plastic tarps, the blue tarps.
Well, the blue tarps are good just to lay on the ground.
Yeah. Probably
Well, no doubt.
Because-
But what is it?
I never understood the reasoning behind bright. I mean, they do have a purpose. The bright colors, if you're lost in the woods and you need somebody to see you, but if you don't want people to see you, you don't want an orange tarp or a blue tarp or a green tarp.
Yeah, exactly. But I bought, okay, for example, a 5x8 blue tarp at Walmart is almost $20. The 6x9 canvas tarp that I bought at Walmart was $11. So all I got to do is learn how to waterproof that sucker. Hey, I'm good to go.
Hey, welcome back, Jordan.
You can get that waterproof in an aerosol can, Jeff, and spray it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how long does that last?
Well, you got to do it every year.
Well, you say like you keep the can with it,
Right.
and you can't get the brush on type too, but it's easier to spray on if.
Well, now, like I said, I bought a 6x9. So how many cans would I have to have? 7?
Yeah.
And I also bought the grommets, the metal circles. I'm gonna
Did you
put
get
4 down each side.
Do you get the tool with it?
Yeah, it's got.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
I've got one of them too. I just don't know where it's at.
But before I do that, put them in there, I want to get somebody with a sewing machine to put me a 2-inch hem down all 4 sides. That way it would enforce the grommets,
Yeah.
like that. I've been looking online how to waterproof things, and they're doing it with honey and some other type of chemicals. And I'm saying, my God, I got to spend more on the stuff to do it with than I paid for the tarp.
Oh yeah, yeah. That way you get the old canvas, the military canvas.
I'd love to have one.
You really don't need the. It comes in handy, but unless you're sitting out there in the rain for a week, you're good the way it is.
Well, see, I would love to lay my hands. I'd love to lay my hands on a wall tent, from the Army. Have you checked the prices on them things?
Oh, expensive.
God almighty.
I used to have a website. I don't know if I still have it because I got a bunch of other stuff in these. Maybe it might be down there. Here's one. Let me see what they have. And when I go to these websites, the military surplus stuff.
Yeah, they're not surplus.
I go to the clearance section and see what they have. And if I see something good in the clearance section, then that's usually what I get.
Now, my cousin, the one who come back from Nam, he had a wall tent. It was 2 sections like that. Man, sometime we used to get in that thing and play in it. And he sold it.
See, they got a weapon sling, a 2-pack for $39. I think I paid $12 for mine.
I was fixing to say, I got to get 1, 2, 3.
It clips right into my, my toy.
Well, mine ain't got no place to put one on. So I had to buy the screw-in things. And I really don't want to mess my toy up.
Well, this already comes equipped with it because it's meant for the sling. And it's not like a shoulder thing. These are the one that clips to the very bottom. So it lays over your. It's a regular military ones. Hey, Storms Radio. Good to see you in here again.
No, wait a minute. I'm looking for that one.
Um,
Hurry up.
yeah, see, it's very expensive. Let me see what the
Oh, there she is. Sorry.
$89 for an
They
8x10 canvas.
I'll stay
And
with propylene.
it's older World War II canvases.
Can you set up, but can you stand up in it?
It's just a canvas. It's not a tent.
Oh. See, me and Dixie's getting too old to, we have to have a tent before we can stand up in.
Yeah.
I can build a bed frame. That ain't no problem. But that's the only comfort we'd have.
You see what happened to Susie?
Hey, Susie D. What
Wow.
happened?
Hope you feel better. You broke 3 ribs.
Oh, that is the most painfulest thing.
It is.
I ended up cut 6 of my ribs on one side, cut them in half. That was painful because after they took the screws out to hold them in, it took so much longer to heal just the ribs. You know, and if you cough or you sneeze, oh, or just laugh, you know, you giggle, and it's like, oh, you can't laugh or anything.
Nope.
Oh,
And have you noticed when something like that happens, some asshole is going to get up in there and try to make you laugh?
oh yeah.
That's why I don't go see people like that.
Yeah, this place got expensive, which again, I go to clearance. When I go to, like, if I go to Tractor Supply, I go to their clearance section. I don't shop unless there's something I absolutely have to have. But normally I don't. I just go straight to clearance and look around.
Now, me and Dixon went shopping. I think it was yesterday. It may have been the day before yesterday. We got inside, and the first thing she said, "Where's the dollar aisle?" They got some good stuff in them aisles, boy. I got to go to Dollar Tree and see what they got.
Yeah, we was just at Dollar Tree. That's where we get the 4 cans for $1 pop.
What name brand was that? Doctor,
Frago.
I never heard of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Now, does it taste like Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, or?
Well, it depends what flavor you get. This one's orange.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you get whatever. They have a whole bunch of different flavors.
Do they have one that tastes like buttermilk?
I hope not.
Well,
You can get that in the
they got
grocery.
one that tastes like cherry wine.
Yeah. Oh.
Don't make me do it, Eric. I done it one time, and Bushcraft almost got sick. And don't make me do it again. He'll put me in the back room. I can sit here and drink buttermilk all day long, straight from a jug.
Well, that'd be nice. Have
What?
somebody telling you all the markdowns and stuff.
Wait a minute, I didn't get to read it. All I got to read was there. That ain't right.
Ooh. Yeah, ribs are horrible. Even just bruising your ribs hurts like heck.
Yeah.
You got that right. I tell you something else that hurts, but not as bad, is when you bend over to tie your boot and pull a muscle.
Oh, thought you were going somewhere else with that. I'm like, Jeff, I wouldn't talk about that
No,
on here.
no. Knock on wood.
them
for that.
Jim.
Anytime I hear Jeff talk about bending over, I'm like, oh no, where is this going?
I ain't pulled that muscle. Knock on wood.
Yeah, I remember on a train, I fell off the train and turned sideways and broke all my ribs on one side.
Yeah.
That hurt. And there's nothing you can really do. They just wrap you up in this thing, and you have to wear this thing around your gut.
Oh yeah.
And
That's Charlie horse. They're the worst.
Charlie horse.
Oh, especially if they get in, they get a hold of you real deep, and they hang on for like minutes. That's like that'll just bust you.
Yeah, if I get Charlie horses in my
I get them in
my right leg,
yeah,
because where my leg was cut, and they flipped up muscle over and sewed it together. Oh man, that is so painful. So anytime I think I'm getting even coming close to getting a Charlie horse or something, I'll get up and start walking around so I don't get one.
Dude,
Even if it's in my foot. Oh, it hurts.
Go ahead.
Hey, Ann. Good to see you.
Do either one of y'all cramp up early in the mornings?
yeah. That's when the Charlie horses come.
Yep. It seems like to me every morning I get a cramp in both of my feet.
No, I don't get them every morning. I used to make sure I had. I don't think you can buy it anymore. You can buy something like it, but it's called quinine.
Oh,
You can mix that in a drink, and that helps you from cramping up.
Well, see, I'm scared to tell the doctor, my doctor, because I've got diabetes and everything. I've got
You got no.
drink more water instead of tea is what they're going to tell you.
neuropathy. Yeah, see, I got neuropathy also.
Yeah.
You diabetic?
Get you some good salt.
They don't work. Trust me on that one. Salt does not work for me.
Well, no, the good salt, because the
I got
table salt you get now doesn't have anything in it. It's actually bad for you.
I'm not talking about table salt. I got pink Himalayan salt. I've got cannon salt. I've got another type of salt. I took every one of them, and it does not help.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. I saw my name.
yeah, the Celtic salt has the good stuff in it for you.
Oh, you used to take magnesium.
Because well, you got well water too, so you're still getting a lot of that stuff. Unless you filter it all out.
Well, it's on filter. The filter's on my well, but still, I have hard water.
What kind of filters? It's not
Round ones.
the one where it lights it up. I forget what that's called.
Oh no, I don't have that. Have you checked
okay.
on them things?
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't win the lottery. Them things are not cheap whatsoever.
No, they're expensive.
You know, I think anybody who's got them hit the lottery to get it. They cost about as much as having a house built nowadays.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to sway people one way or the other, but the blue container, round cardboard container of salt with the chick with the umbrella, they took
Morton salt.
yeah, they took a study of that salt in 2024, and it has mercury in it, but it's a safe amount of mercury if you use, the daily, limit or whatever they tell you to. So if somebody eats a lot of salt, that means they're getting a lot of mercury in there because it comes out of the ocean. A lot of that comes out of the ocean is where they get that salt.
Bushcraft. That's like putting I had right on the tip of my damn tongue before I started talking. Poison in water and saying there's a safe amount in there. Take a drink.
Yeah, that's just like the pesticides. Oh,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's under the safe limit.
Right.
Remember up here in Ohio, they said the water was fine, but they sure in heck didn't drink it.
Didn't they have a meeting up there at one time and they brought bottled water in and then they told them where it come from and nobody would drink it?
Yeah, but they didn't really do it, but they just said it. It was like Aaron Brockovich thing.
Yeah.
We brought you some water. Nobody drunk it. They did the same thing.
What happened to her? Is she still on the case or did she leave that case alone?
I have no idea.
That's one bad woman to mess with. Aaron Brock. I'd hate to get her pissed off at me. I was going to take that when I go take my shot here in a minute.
So
Cyanide. That was the poison I was
yeah.
talking about.
Well, you eat a peach. There's cyanide in the peaches because the seed.
Right.
But it's a safe amount. Now, if you go out there and eat a whole tree full, then you'd probably get sick anyway from eating so many peaches. But
Dude, I don't know about that. Yeah. Oh, I think a peach has got to be my favorite fruit out of everything. Then it'd come down to a fresh pineapple. I could probably eat a bushel of peaches in one sitting. And then the next 20 settings, I know where I'd be.
Right next to a roll of paper.
You got probably a whole pack of them. And some baby lotion to put on the paper.
I don't need that information.
Yeah, and the rules need to be not who pays for the rules either.
Not them gas station rolls.
No, the comment right there, the rules, not rolls.
Oh.
Yeah, the big companies paying to padding the rules and stuff. Put that little fine print in there so I can get away with this and that.
Yeah.
You would be surprised of the products, the food that we're eating. Like, bread is outlawed in most countries. Our bread in the United States is outlawed in most countries. Do you know why?
It's all full of chemicals and byproducts.
Well, there's a chemical. I can't remember what the name of it is because most people can't pronounce half that stuff. But there's a product in the bread that we make in the United States that is also used to make yoga mats. The same thing.
Nice.
It's the same chemical. And that's why other countries won't allow our bread because of that.
Well,
that's the only way to do it nowadays is make your own bread.
They did a comparison here in England with the same product, an American product. And when you read the back, the ingredients, the American product that's shipped to England doesn't have half the crap that this product here has.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's like chicken. Our chicken is outlawed in pretty much every country except for the United States. One thing is because we wash our chicken in bleach before it's sold. Another product is our pork. Our pork is outlawed in other countries because of what our pork is injected with to make them grow fast and all that fun stuff.
Well, let me hit y'all up with something. It's been said, but they done a survey again this last year in 25. Practically every fast food joint, their burgers has apparently human DNA in it. Thanks about that.
They're allowed a percentage
I
of
don't care. Allowed or not, it shouldn't be in there. Period. Because that got my mind to thinking. Hey,
why?
Look, I mean,
that's the first thing I think. Why would there be allowed human DNA in
meat?
In that? Well, all about the Campbell soup thing.
Yeah.
Well, do you know that 20%, lab meat is in the United States. I don't know anywhere else, but in the United States, and I don't know what products because I really don't want to do much digging in this because I've already been through this, 4 years ago, when I said it was coming to the United States and everybody didn't pay attention. But now, 20%, it's being used in 20% of our food.
I'll go higher than that. No.
That's last year's study when the Campbell's thing come out. 20% is lab grown meat that is being used in our foods. It could be fast food. It could be, a frozen burrito or a pot pie or whatever. The meat is lab meat.
Look,
I don't know which products. I do know Campbell's. A lot of soup companies are using it.
Yeah.
So you have to think of the texture of that meat and it's always chopped in perfect squares. So you stop and think of what you eat that is chopped in perfect squares. And I would stop eating that.
Vester, I agree with you on that subject. That is, and it was hard for me, but I had to shut my mouth talking about the human DNA in me. You know, is Bushcraft knows what I'm trying to say without saying. I can't say it. But Lord God, I'd love to.
Yeah, I was really hoping with so and so being in Washington, I'll put it that way, ahead of our food stuff. I was really hoping there'd be more changes by now. I know it takes a long time to get through all that red tape and, votes and things, but I have noticed that certain companies are putting out big things and only 3 ingredients and this and that, which looks promising, but we've got a long way to go.
We'll see. There's a few people in chat knows what I'm trying to say. And then again, there's quite a few people in chat I don't think that knows what I'm trying to say. And I don't know why I keep bringing it back up when Bushcraft's trying to change it. But it's kind of change the subject. Okay. Yes, I talk like this when I'm by myself too. I talk to myself. Now it gets really bad is when I start arguing with myself and I end up losing the argument. That's really bad.
Oh,
Interesting.
Every once in a while, the wife will sit beside of him and start laughing, and she'll say, "I know who's going to win this argument."
yeah, it's just like ice cream. They have to.
Really?
A lot of companies that used to make ice cream can't label it ice cream anymore
Now,
because there's no cream in it. So they can't call it that. So that's where they come up with frozen this and frozen that, or fruit this and.
too late, Dana.
Yeah.
Started doing that about 2 or 3 years back. Myself. Excuse me, I got to go take a shot. Not a shot of liquor either.
Cheers. Oh man, this place went expensive. I won't be buying anything from that place. I'm sitting there looking at some of this stuff and it's
Where is this now?
Coleman's military surplus. It used to be really good. Now it's not. Military utensils, $14.95 for a spoon, fork, and knife. And you used to get them for like $2.
Stainless or aluminum?
Stainless. Yeah, prices are way too much. I'm not even going to bother looking at that place anymore. I'm sitting there trying to find some of the old surplus places I used to look at, and I'm looking at some of the supply chain management website I used to get my reports from and stuff. Actually, let me click on that, see what it says. Oh, let's see. Mexico is going to charge us an extra 10% on produce coming in January.
It's all right. T-Man will hit him back with something.
Yeah, if there's any vegetable, I can just click on the vegetable and it'll give me the market value and upcoming market. Oh, honeydew alert. 25% increase on honeydews from Mexico. Let me change this and see what else we got here. I've got tabs of tons of websites I used to get all my information from.
Hi, Rose.
Like right now, I can. Holy crap. I can tell you the data centers that are getting attacked in the United States right now.
Yeah. There's a guy on the tube who does that.
Yeah.
Europe's probably getting smashed too.
The number one country that is getting attacked, which country do you think's that's getting attacked the most?
Well, it's hard because of all of the fighting, but if there wasn't fighting, I would say Ukraine, but it's probably somewhere in the on the Pacific Rim.
It's Russia.
Okay.
Russia's the number one attacked. Most attacked country. Yeah, this is actually a really cool website too. I even got the NASA thing, Eyes on Asteroids.
Yeah, whatever happened to what did they call that thing? It was supposed to be aliens coming out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big. Where'd it go?
Yeah. I'm trying to see if it's showing on here. I don't see it though.
Yeah, Atlas.
There's Ida.
3i Atlas out there still, but it's a nothing burger. Oh, they told all of these people, on the tube, just grifting away with, oh, it's going to be this and it's going to be that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
It's more entertainment than anything.
Exactly.
This is a website that, and there's a lot out there, but these are the major ones. These white ones right here.
Mm-hmm.
Here's us right here, by the way. But there's these big ones that'll come close. This one will come close to us. This one's pretty close. what they mean close doesn't really mean that close, but like millions of miles away. But look at this one. It loops around, and you can speed this up to see when there are ones out here that will hit Earth, but that's like I won't be around. My kids won't be around. Their kids won't be around during that time. But you know, there are people out there that will. Well, oh no, this one is going to hit us, and it's a planet killer. It's like 20,000 years from now or something like that. Who cares? You know, we probably won't be here either, or I mean, man probably won't be here.
He'll have destroyed himself long before then.
Yeah. I was trying to find that one website. No, that wasn't it. Well, this one's good too because it tells. Let me find the beef.
Where's the beef?
Yeah.
That's Wendy's.
Yeah, this is live cattle. Right now is $2.29 a pound. That is from the person who grows it is what they're selling it for.
On the hook, what they call it.
No, that's live.
Oh,
Before it goes, that's the head.
That's before the processing.
Yeah.
yeah, on the hook.
No, not
That's
the
what
hook.
we
These are
call on the hook.
no, these are live.
You're right. They're live cattle. That's what the price is on the hoof before they go to the slaughterhouse. That's how we say it down here on the hoof.
Are you saying hook or hoof?
No, hoof.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's why I was like, no, they're not on hook yet. They're not dead.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. And we're grading the week ending in November. 11% increase.
Thank you, Virginia. I know some of the northern people have a hard time understanding southern slang.
Yeah, what's amazing is some of the oils, the price increase of the oils coming, like canola. It depends if if we buy the seed from Canada and then bring it here, it's a lot cheaper. But if we buy the canola oil, it's like a 75% markup.
You got to be kidding.
It's crazy how the market is on that. And China continues to impose 100% tariffs on Canadian canola oil and meal to the United States.
Yeah, that's because we get nothing but sure.
Whoa, Susie D.
Oh, Susie D, thank you so much. Thank you. I
Very nice.
appreciate it.
I have a question. How many people come in chat just to listen to my BS?
That's because there's nothing on TV, Jeff.
How many
Well-
people watch real TV anymore?
I do know why What didn't come up and join us tonight.
Oh, would have to do with football.
Yeah, there's a certain team didn't do so well. Well, I thought they still did pretty good, but
You mean the dogs?
yeah, they lost the Sugar Bowl.
Poor thing. Wham, wham, wham.
There he is. Don't say the thing.
Come on up here and talk junk with us.
You know the thing.
I mean, look, be truthful about it. If I watch TV, it's YouTube or local news. And the only reason I watch the news is to get the weather report. And hell, they don't even hit it right half the time.
Well, I remember somebody, I was watching a podcast and they were saying TV went to crap
Yeah.
when news went 20, when there was news channels 24/7.
CNN did that.
Yeah.
News was news when Walter Cronkite was on back in that era. That's when news was news.
Yeah. And they'd sign off at
And
night
that
to get that
is the rest of the
sound
story.
thing.
Yeah. Well, Bushcraft has said it before. If you was a newscaster and you got one thing wrong, that was your job right there.
You gone.
Yeah. And now it's like if you get one thing right, you're gone. I used to feel the same way about the Panthers. Now I don't even watch football no more at all. Lordy, Lordy. Hell, it ain't even 10 o'clock and I done started yawning.
It's close though. 10-0.
Well, me and Dix will be sitting here arguing, it's 10 o'clock. Or like that, I'll look and say, it ain't neither. It's 9:59.
News.
You know, we ain't got but 4 digital clocks in this house. The rest of them are analog.
Yeah. News now is the reporter typing into Google, and then the first thing he sees, oh, I'm running with it.
Yeah.
There's no investigate,
No, because they're all on the take.
Yeah. And the thing is that when you see one reporter bring out something, every other news company repeats the same thing he did, even if it's wrong.
It's called corruption.
And unfortunately, you see so many YouTubers doing the exact same thing. How many times me and Jeff was up here talking, and the next day the exact same thing we said would end up on somebody else's live saying,
Yeah.
oh, they broke the story. You could at least
Thank you.
reword it to where it didn't sound like exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't just ours, it was somebody else's also that
Yeah.
would say something.
Excuse me.
I don't care. It was damn near word for word what we said.
Yeah.
And I reckon that's one of the reasons Bushcraft, myself, and the other person is talking in codes now. You know, y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah.
We know what we talking about. And I seriously think they know what we talking about, but they can't steal it from us like it no more. So that's that.
Yeah. I remember when we were doing about the bird flu and stuff. Even Josh, Dig Deeper Ministry was doing reports about it, and it started in China, and it was going from one country to the next country, and we said, "Oh, you watch, it's going to jump over the pond, and it'll be here." Oh no, it can't go over the ocean, and
Guess what?
it came.
I will say this right here. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen. But I will say it's going to happen this year. We're fixing to get hit with something like that again. That's going to be worse.
Well,
And,
if you watch the news,
God,
there is a bad strain of sickness that is mixed with the 2020 sickness.
really?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. And little ones and old folks are getting it pretty badly.
See, I told you.
Well, it started, might as well say last year because it was yesterday, but
It started this season.
yeah. So, but again, is it true or is it the fear stuff?
Okay, let me say this right here, real quick. How many reports have you heard of pneumonia going around this year or regular flu symptoms? You know, I mean, I can back this all the way up to 2020 when all this stuff happened. Because when that one flu come out, everything else disappeared.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah. Well, nobody died of cancer or anything back then.
no. What in the world is going on?
Yeah.
All these little pop-em-ups come up. I can't see chat at all. Yeah, that's the first time it's done that.
Well, that's like when you talk about the weather and stuff. It's wintertime. It snows. It gets cold. I don't know how. I'm probably the less. Well, you guys know. Everybody talks about the weather. You know, this and that and the other. The only time I pay attention to the weather, of course, I've got people who post the weather all the time, but like if I'm going to actually look at the weather and see what it is, and if there's a frost coming, and that's springtime, because I do the garden. So
Yep.
I want to make sure when the last frost is coming. And if there's a frost coming when I have my tomato plants out, I pay attention to that weather. But other than that, if there's a storm, there's storms all the time. You should already be prepared for those because it happens. It's wintertime. It gets cold. Sometimes power goes off. It's one of those things.
It happens every year.
Yeah.
Storm radio, y'all fixing to get hit this season hard.
Yeah. The big cold thing coming down from Canada, it always does. Wintertime, it always comes down from Canada and freezes everything.
You don't see it happening in the summertime.
Well,
that would be news.
Like when I was down in Tucson, it snowed down there, and people were freaking out, and it didn't stick. To me, it didn't stick because it was just wet on the ground. But people freaked out and they were sliding all over the place. Why they were sliding, I don't know, because there wasn't icy or anything. It's just they never seen it.
Well, it's like you said, it happens every year. People need to prepare for it. If you heat wood, look, a person that heats with wood, what do they do during the summer? They stock up to last all year. Yeah, I want to say some other stuff.
Well, it's like if you're in a cold where it gets cold, you want to make sure that you have a backup heat source. And you want to have a backup of that backup.
Yeah.
So I've got propane. I've got, like, if my gas goes out, I've got electricity. If electricity goes out, I got propane. If I don't have propane, I've got kerosene. If I don't got kerosene, I'll get candles and make a heat source.
Shit, I put a tent up in the house and sleep in it. I tell you what, y'all may laugh, but that right there generates a lot of heat. Like that.
And it's just like if you have to cook food, say you have a gas stove. Well, get you an electric hot plate if your gas goes out. If your electricity goes out, get the little cook stoves or the kerosene stoves, or cook outside on a fire. Have multiple backups of their backups.
Yeah. But you got to look at it like this. Okay. We can sit here, we talk till we blue in the face. The people in chat, they know all this. We all know all this. But what I would love to do is to get into a chat to where there's a bunch of youngins in there that don't know this stuff and put a bug in their ear, to start learning or something like that.
Well, see, he's a youngin right there, but he does a lot of bushcraft stuff, so he knows this stuff.
Well, he was brought up right. I'll put it like that. Now, are you talking about youngins earlier? Staying in the house? Let me tell you something. Beside me, I can sit right here where I'm at, look out my window, and see them youngins playing outside. The reason I can see them playing outside is because they're playing on top of the house. They're running across the house. And it's a level house. they will jump off the high part down to the next one, slide down a little bit, get up and run, jump on the other one. Well, their father took the ladder down while they were still up on the house. All right? The boy climbs down the side of the house, a little twig bush or whatever, puts the ladder back up so his sister can get down. They got down for about 30 minutes and they were right back up on the house again. He come over here, got the chainsaw, cut the bush down. So they couldn't get back on the house. That's a tin roof up there. It ain't shingles. You know, a shingle, you can get a good foothold.
Yeah, see that's learning right there. That's 3 sources right there. Electric, gas, and a wood stove.
And if you live in the country, get you a cook stove or a wood stove, flat top, where you can cook on. You know, and if you do it just right, these kerosene heaters, you can cook on them.
Oh yeah, I've made coffee and soup and stuff on those plenty of times.
But whatever you do, do not use a grill inside the house.
Cast iron stove, yeah.
Yeah. Or if you need to, go out there and gather you up a bunch of wood, build you a fire. Hey, Harvest Mary, how you doing, lady? Wait a minute. Somebody's wanting B to adopt them. Did she win the lottery? Hey, B, you got somebody down here in North Carolina? I got 3 of them, Storm. I also got a wood cook. Well, I got a wood stove, flat top. And I've cooked a many dinners on them.
I've got to get me one of them little ones to go on the cans. My
To me, that would be
one I had got busted, so I have to pick me up another one. Those are good. Like if you're going out on a small little hike or something, pop that thing down and make a cup of hot cocoa or tea or something.
Yeah.
And they heat up really quick. And the thing folds up really small.
Yes, it does. I got one of them. I need to get me a couple more to go in my bag just to be on the safe.
Yeah.
You know. But I also got 3 of the stoves that takes the green bottle. I got those.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It seemed cool, the glass top and everything, you know, less that you have to clean out and all that, but I miss the gas stove. As soon as this one goes out, I'm going back to gas.
See, I'd love to go to gas stove, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Like for canning, it's so much easier. You can control it. I've got the touch where I can pinpoint it in on mine, but it took me a longer time because sometimes it's good, and then sometimes you have to bump it up a little bit to make sure you stay at that 10 pounds.
yeah.
Gas stove, you can see it. You don't have to. You can see where you want the flame.
Well, the reason I like a gas stove, when it's off, it's off. It ain't no
Yeah.
going down, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will understand this. If you got small children, you want the knobs in the back up high, not up on the front.
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing is, well, depends if you have a light in your oven. If you make bread and your kitchen's, you know, in a cold spot in your house, if you're making bread in the wintertime, you want your bread to rise, and it has to be warm. And if you have a gas oven, the pilot light will heat up your oven to where if you put your bread in there to rise, it'll rise better. Now, an electric stove, you can turn the light bulb on.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you see, again, we've never made loaf of bread either, or like that.
Yeah, we need to try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like Dixie says, we need to at least try.
To see.
You know.
Yeah. Once you get a good recipe for bread, and there's nothing, and they tell you, I don't know how many times, wait till your bread cools off and then slice it. I've never waited. that bread's cooking in the oven and you smell it. As soon as you get that out and you get it out of the baking pan, I slice the corner ends off of it, and that butter goes on there, and nothing better than
I stand corrected. Dixie has made bread, zucchini bread. Oh my God, you talking some good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the hottest thing you have ever eaten that as soon as you put it in your mouth, you realized it was a mistake and you could not spit it out fast enough?
Hot is in temperature or
yeah.
Oh. Hot pineapple in pineapple chili.
Mine would have to be a sweet potato. Because once you put it in your mouth and you mash it, you're getting blisters wherever that sweet potato touched. And you cannot spit that out fast enough.
Hey, Lily.
Hey, Lily. Good to see you.
Good evening. I hope you had a good New Year's and holidays.
Yeah, I'd love to go back to a gas stove.
See, Mama didn't like gas stoves. The only thing she would use was electric. And I've had a chance to cook on a gas stove one time back in my days. I love them. Working in a restaurant, yeah, I love gas stoves. I think the only thing you really have to worry about gas stove is leaks in it. That's, but you have somebody come out and check it every so often.
Oh, Ziggy, you're on the phone side. I don't know how to get to the other one. Because StreamYard has it to where you stream on both of them now.
Really?
If you go to my Bushcraft Family channel, and it'll say 2 live streams. One One will have a little cell phone on the end of the title, and the other one won't. And that is the one that is full screen. And I could probably give you a link. Well, here, let me find it real quick.
Vester, wood cook stove's better than propane. But cooking in the summertime's rough.
Yeah, if you're on vertical, meaning it's like this, you only see a sliver of my head. If you want it to widescreen, click on that link right there, and it'll take you there. It doesn't make any difference which one you're on. It's just a preference. If you like it one way or the other. But for whatever reason, my bot only likes the vertical sign. I don't know why. It doesn't go on both of them.
Vester, that's my dream, is to have an outdoor kitchen.
Oh yeah.
You know, for summertime, go out there and cook and can and whatever. That way we won't heat the house up as bad.
Yeah. Man, I built my wife I had a bunch of skids and stuff, and I built the floor up and put a sink out there and a stove, and it worked good. And then a windy day came around and we couldn't cook nothing. Kept blowing out the pilot lights and everything. So I put things on the side to where it would block the wind. So if we're canning out there when it was a breezy day or something, it wouldn't interfere with the temperature and stuff.
Well, now where I want mine is up underneath the building out there, you know, on the side where it's got a top. But in order for me to do that, I got to go buy a gutter to put up, because every time it rains, it floods out right there.
Yeah, I ended up, it was just supposed to be, a stove and a sink out there, and just a little bit of floor. That was it. And ended up put a roof over half of it, and then I made the deck come out, and we ended up with a table out there, a fire pit. We spend the majority of our time out there cooking and stuff instead of being in the house.
Now, let me give you my idea of how I want to build mine, okay? I want a double sink out there, metal. I've already got an apartment size refrigerator that's out there on the other side, but I've got a Weber grill out there, okay? I want to take the legs off, kind of cut a hole and drop it down in there. That way I can, let's say, roast a ham or whatever in there. But yet, I also want a flat top grill to go out there where I cook bacon, eggs, or whatever on.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know, that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When am I going to get it? Probably in another lifetime.
Well, who remembers, and I believe it was a wood stove.
Stainless.
It had a spigot at the back of the stove. And I remember
Harvest Men, you need to talk.
my I don't know, I think it was a gas stove, to be honest. But my wife was like, why do they got water coming out of the stove? And I said, well, it's an old stove, so it was probably meant for canning and stuff, because you would want to fill up a canner. And that would work. But they don't have that kind of stuff now, unless you make it yourself.
What? That bill, I don't have that much space. Baking pizza and stuff like that, and I'm not much on pizza. I'm sorry.
Oh, when you make your own pizza, there's nothing better.
I have never ate a homemade pizza. Never.
Oh, you're missing out. Yeah, especially if you make your own sourdough and put sourdough in your sourdough starter in your pizza dough. Oh, good stuff. I do like the flat, the thin stuff though.
Now I've got a water spigot out there. You know, like when I hook the sink up, I can run the hose from the sink to the water spigot. Like that. But I'll have to build a drain to go out to the other side of the building.
Oh yeah.
Is that double sink for sale, Mary? I'm getting a boat and come see you.
Yeah, well, I made, not for the pressure cooker, but for the water bath. We had a big pot up there, and I went and cut a hole in the bottom of it and put a spigot at the bottom, so my wife didn't have to pick up the pot and drain it out. You just flip the little switch,
Mary, you still got
and drain it out. And it over by the sink, you had that big spigot to where it would slide over to the stove.
She said I could have that thing. I'm getting my truck warmed up now. If I'm lucky, it'll be next payday. Because no, it won't be next payday. We got car insurance, so we'll be broke that month.
Was it a regular?
Well, if you're drawing disability, they're going to put you on regular Social Security when you hit a certain age. What age is that?
I don't know nowadays. Every time I go to look, it changes.
No shit.
Yeah, and
I know it used to be 62.
now I hear that if you're on Social Security, you don't have to pay taxes, and I'm like, how's this work?
You don't have to pay taxes if you're below a certain limit. Okay. So far, we've been lucky.
I don't know about you, but I have to pay taxes.
How many people do you really know that get over 15 to 2,000 a month off of that? I don't know nobody.
Well, I do know some people that get 4,000 or 5,000 a month on Social Security.
Is it legal?
Yeah. You have a good one, Storm.
Have a great. But I mean, I can't see how that would be legal. What's that? Oh, okay.
Maybe Jerry.
Well, you get
I think we're screwed.
well with Trump's big beautiful whatever it's called. what if you're on Social Security, you don't have to pay taxes, and if you get tips or overtime, you're not supposed to pay taxes. I don't know. I'll wait and see because it's supposed to take effect. Because when I go to a store, I pay taxes. I don't know what they're talking about, but I still have to pay taxes. And I'm pretty sure when my property tax comes up, I'll have to pay that.
Well, now you know you're going to have to pay property tax regardless.
Yeah, that's why I said it'd be nice, if I didn't have to pay it. That'd be wonderful.
Call her up. in the
Now, 11
morning.
till Monday, tomorrow, Saturday.
Let me mute this. We got a private conversation going on here.
It's been too cold to use my smoker. I was wanting to smoke that pork butt, but it's too cold outside. I wouldn't be able to keep a good heat. I've just got one of them electric smokers. Yeah, I got mine is in March and June, which suck. I mean, if it was at the beginning of the year and then in the middle of the year, it'd be okay. But,
How do you get it twice a year? I thought you could only get it once a year.
no. Well, I'm not rich, so I can't pay my property tax in one lump sum. So I have to split it
Yeah.
twice a year.
Well, out of curiosity, can you do it quarterly?
No,
Like
no. I'm lucky I can do it twice a year.
I didn't know that. I always thought it was a once a year thing.
Well, you can if you have enough money to pay it in one lump sum.
Like landlords renting out houses and stuff, they use that to pay taxes.
Well,
probably.
see, if I had income like that coming in, I would take every month. I would take a percentage off and put it and have the bank put it in a separate account, and then when tax came up, I would take that money for that.
Right.
But when you're living month to month, and then
Yeah.
car breaks down, then you can't. You have to get that money from somewhere, and sometimes it comes from that tax money that you're holding back.
Right. I mean, you got to have a car to get around with,
Yeah.
Or a horse and buggy, one of the two.
Or your heat goes out, or your hot water tank goes out, or a number of things that happen owning a house.
Yeah. Well, now, at one time, I was thinking about doing that, and Mama told me the first 5 years of renting out a place, put in the bank, because something's going to go wrong with that place, and you're going to have to get it fixed.
Yeah.
Which it made sense. But if something happens to that, and you ain't got the money, but yet you got to come up with it fast, So they kind of killed that idea quick. And that's when I could buy land for $800 an acre.
Yeah, that's quite expensive there.
Are you? Yeah, it is. Well, look where
You're
she
close
lives
to the
at.
beach too area. It's probably more taxes are probably higher in that county.
She ain't close to the beach. She's on the beach.
Those are hard.
Yeah, that's
2 acres and she's got 2,000 square feet. $900. Put that in
Yeah.
my neighborhood, it'd probably be 4,000 or 5,000. And I don't live in a great neighborhood either.
yeah. Every last 3 years, it's went up. Taxes went up every year. And
Harvest, that's
um,
cheaper than what?
was it not last year, but the year before it went up $350,
Good.
which a lot of people don't think that's a lot, but for somebody on Social Security, that's a lot.
Exactly. And if you
On
don't
top of
pay it,
then that's extra from what you're usually paying. And the cost of living, when the government goes and says, well, cost of living is 2.2, well, my taxes went up like 8%. So that cost of living doesn't really count for me.
It don't really count for anybody.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like this right here. I don't think retirees ought to pay tax, period. They have worked their tails off paying taxes their whole life. Let them enjoy the rest of their life. That's the way I feel. And I'm sure a whole bunch of other people feel the same way, but hey, that's money in their pockets up on the hill, so it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. That's why I said I wonder what this not paying taxes is going to come. I'm waiting.
Yeah, really.
Although he did give the military that bonus, 1776 bonus, which I think should be every year.
Hard Knock Farms, you 100% right. I agree. I do agree. But this day and time, what is not a scam? We kind of need to talk about something else because everybody in here got the same feeling about everything. We all know it ain't like it's just getting up here, kicking the BS, in time like that. It ain't like it was when we first started teaching, or trying to educate. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
Trying to educate people. But we done said and demonstrated practically everything that we know. And there's other channels who's repeating now of what they was doing
Hey, Michigan,
5 years ago.
well, the thing is, the income tax thing was just supposed to be for the war effort. It wasn't supposed to keep on going on after that.
No, but they saw how much money was coming in, so they kept it. Their
Yeah.
pockets got fatter. Everybody up on the hill, let's face it, they're crooks. They're thieves, plain simple.
The thing that gets me is I have, they're really not family, but they're kind of family type situation. And I don't say anything because it would just make an argument. But they're so in, they make 100 to 150 posts a day, and they're on from early morning till real early in the morning at night. posting this about Trump, that about Trump. He's this, he's that. You know, every little thing that
Mhm.
these memes to false stuff to whatever. And I'm just thinking, how sad of a life that must be to that's all your life is on Facebook finding things to post about another person. Is your life that bad? That's all you have in your life? It's sad.
To begin with, they don't have a life.
No, it's
Again,
and you'll see people and will comment every once in a while, but you know, like he'll post something and somebody will prove him wrong,
yeah,
and he still posts the same stuff over and over again. It doesn't matter.
you just getting
It's all
arguments.
hate stuff.
But
And
then again, whose fault is it? It's the media's fault, plain and simple. And the internet. I mean, I hate to say it. I love the internet, but the internet, it has ruined me just like it's ruined practically everybody else.
Oh, I love the internet from 88 on up to probably 2010, and then after that, it just went to crap.
Yeah. Now, when it first come out, I ain't gonna say when it first come out. I'll say in the 90s is when I got my first computer. You know, I was learning and there was stuff that was still new, you know, on there. But today, just about everything up on the internet's BS now.
Oh yeah, I mean you ask a question, and the first thing is because it's AI and it doesn't know. It picks the first thing that is popular. So if
Exactly.
the first thing is a lie, you're going to get the lie. But nobody goes and checks and double checks it. You know, keep scrolling down and seeing if everything matches. You'll see multiple different stories about the same question.
Well, let me say something, and this is personal experience. The best thing in life to me is to sit there and listen to a baby laugh. I mean, you can't, that's precious, period. All right. Me and Dixie, we sit there on YouTube and we watch videos like that. You know, dogs protecting babies or playing with them or whatever. And they said,
Yeah.
no, we saw one today. Each and every dead burn one of them, AI.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that now.
You know, and you can tell it's AI. Come on, you got an 8-month-old baby talking just as good as I am, if not better.
Well, that one I used to play with the cat would fart and the baby and the cat would start laughing at each other.
I mean, there's got to be a limit to it somewhere, or there
Yeah.
should. You know, but I mean, come on. I'm 65 years old. I love listening to babies laugh or, you know, youngins laugh. When I hear my wife laugh, the first thing that goes through my mind is, what did I do wrong now? Or how long is it going to be before she attacks me? I wished. But, hey, I mean,
I don't think I'm ready for this yet.
Agreed. Did he say yet or did he say something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all's northern accent throws me every once in a while.
He's in South Texas. Arlington.
Hey, that's way out west. That's a whole new different language. Me and Dixon was thinking about going to another country this coming summer. We were thinking about going down to Miami.
Florida's closed, Jeff.
Is it closed?
Mm-hmm.
Darn.
I am the Mac Daddy of Heimlich County. I play it straight up, yo. You get the hell out of my hood.
That sounds like something I'd say. I'm glad you played that one. Future references, of course.
I gotcha. Die fly.
You got them too.
Oh yeah.
It ain't a sheep fly, is it?
It's a dead fly.
What color is it? Was
It's a
it?
shoe fly pie.
A black one.
Okay. I thought if it was a green one, you in trouble.
But I like how mine's a little off center. It's got wabi sabi.
Wabi
Why?
sabi. Wabi sabi.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Maybe we might get lucky and somebody won't postpone their live tomorrow.
If they do, it'll be the 5th time. It'll be the first time this year, but 5 times total.
Oh, will it be 5 times?
No,
I
wait a
lost
minute. It'll
track.
be the 6th time.
Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be 6.
He's supposed to went live New Year's.
Yeah.
I think. No.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. I asked him yesterday. I said, "You going live?" Well,
Yeah.
no, Saturday. He said. I said, "Well,
Yeah.
it says New Year's." I'll have to change that.
What was it? He was. I want to say last weekend before last. He's supposed to went live Friday. 10 or no, it was 30 minutes before he went live. He changed it to the next night. And then he changed it again to the next night. And then he's supposed to have went live New Year's and changed it. And then he changed it again. So that's 3, 5. Yeah, it's about 6 times.
Yeah.
I hope you watching. I really do. If he does come on or goes live, I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna be a happy person.
Maybe.
Hopefully,
What do you do?
but more than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good because
Hold it. Y'all will have to stay tuned so he can tell y'all himself.
one is lurking. He might be.
Come on now, we're talking about one of them. If you are lurking, let me know if you go live.
Prepare your brain for razzle dazzle.
But you guys
I
have
Yeah,
Good
good
night.
evening and happy new year to everyone.
Yes.
Hope it's a good one.
I tried to do a happy Hump Friday, but it just didn't come out the same. So, oh well.
Too early in the year already. You got to work up to it.
Look,
Maybe
that
next
time-
Wednesday.
that time I done Hump Day for the first time. Yeah, I mean, this is the first time I done it, and everybody says, "Hey, you done good." So, paging 101, Grace, he ain't coming up here till somebody calls him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, you guys
hey,
have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm not sure when it's going to be, but stay tuned.
Harvest, we can't say.
Night all.
Thank you. Thank you.